So, y'all, do the jokes just write themselves? As the neighborhood talk says, Dennis McKinley posted up with Ralph and with Cynthia's ex-man, Mike Hill. Okay. The caption reads, Black men's don't cheat. Hashtag LA is all that though. Well, if black men don't cheat, what do they do? Somebody let us know in the chatterization. Maybe it's called something else. Maybe they call it uh, 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 non-monogamous fornication. Maybe they call it by some other name that black men do. What do they call it, congregation? Let me know down in the chatterization. What do they call it if black men don't cheat? What do they do? You know what? This is funny. This is funny. All fun and games. I had to come to y'all with the BS, okay? No, this is not Todd coming to y'all with the BS. This is Dentist McKinley, Ralph, and Mike Hill. Now, listen, they didn't all had accusations of cheating going against them. So, I guess a little jokey joke won't hurt. A little commentary, you know what I mean, for the people. Let me know what y'all think about this link up. It's like, a modern day men's Destiny Child, okay? Or maybe the Drew Hill, or maybe the 112. What y'all giving them? Okay? What y'all giving them? Listen, shout out to the former men of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, I just thought I would start things off with that because, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not have a little fun? Okay, mind you, I'm annoyed, y'all. Somebody then went and some kind of way swiped my credit card information, and then they're making all kind of purchases online, right? And Bank of America, baby, let me tell y'all something. They about to lose a customer for real. Cause American Express would never. Okay. I got to wait, okay, until this dispute is settled for these charges to come off. So I'm about to call down there tomorrow and raise some more cane. Okay. I got to raise some more cane. Anybody had this issue, y'all let me know in the chatterization. But I don't have these problems with my American Express card. So Bank of America, baby, you about to be put down. Okay. You about to be put all the way down. All right. When I finally get this replacement card in 21 days or whenever you guys think that you're gonna give it to me, you're going down. You're not even coming out. I'm gonna put you in the closet. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put you in the safe. You ain't gonna even see the light of day no more. Okay. How about that? I had to get that out of my system because it's been on my mind, y'all. So listen, let's get down to the tea. Now, the other thing I did want to tell you guys about is real quick. Your boy Carlos King is going on the tour. Oh, yes. Carlos King is taking his show on the road. The podcast Reality with the King will be hitting the road, and the first stop is going to be Huntsville, Alabama. The news came out via the Hollywood Reporter. If you are in the Huntsville area or anywhere close to on January 21st, 2024, that is a Sunday night, be sure to get your tickets now, okay? Or get somebody a ticket, baby, so you can head on down and see Carlos and Miss Rogers spilling all the tea. Who knows where the next stop will be? But will you guys be getting your butts down to the Huntsville? Let a brother know in the chatterization, and you can get your tickets in the link in the description of Carlos's Instagram. I will place it in the description down below. All right, so now that we have got a few things out of the way, let's talk about the tea that I really you guys about earlier, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, but this was something that had been, I guess, the first place that I feel like it was gotten from was the Bondi Blue, okay? Who says, so is this not the same rhetoric that leads to the Black maternal mortality rate, Dr. Jackie, what is happening. Now, let's take things back. So you guys know that on this past week's episode, Dr. Jackie had a conversation with Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, about the Black maternity mortality rate. Okay. Now, this is something that she wanted to educate people on, and they wanted to make a thing out of it, and they did on the show. So, in this Resurfaced clip, okay, it's interesting because Dr. Jackie has a bit of an interesting stance on this. I'm not a woman, so I need you guys to really lean into your instincts and let me know how you guys feel about it. It does seem rather contradictory to what she was saying because, and we'll get into exactly what she says, but you can read the headline. Basically, Dr. Jackie is saying that women can be dramatic and cry wolf during their pregnancy. And basically, that it's hard to believe that there's a true problem when there is a true problem. So, if the idea is that Black women, we're talking about Black maternal mortality rates, wouldn't it be that women who are facing issues should be heard and taken seriously when they do go to the doctor? This is Jackie's stance, and let's talk about some other things that have happened since then.
Sometimes, as African American women, we're a bit more dramatic, in that you go to the doctor and you complain and you complain and you complain, and you're not taken serious because you cried wolf the entire pregnancy.
That ain't me, boo. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
I didn't say you. I just said as
You see, Dr. Heaven was like, not me, girl.
African American women, we want to also make sure you're being serious with your doctor and not playing the game so I can take you off work. Because then we see you 25 times in the pregnancy. It's hard to believe that there's a true problem when there's a true problem.
So I guess for me, I don't know nothing about algebra, but I know that people, especially maybe women, I can only imagine, particularly maybe a first time, mom, I would imagine that she may go to the doctor for a myriad of reasons because there could be plenty of things that could actually be wrong. And I think it is probably an ultra sensitive time. And perhaps some of that is that they just want to make sure that things are okay with their baby and with their bodies. Because it sounds like women's bodies go through a huge change when they're experiencing pregnancy. So I'm assuming that some of that could be curiosity that, hey, is everything okay with me? I'm experiencing this. I've never experienced it before. So I don't know what, clientele she is working with, but based on what Buffie Purselle is saying, I mean, when we see her on the TV, she is working with the Brat and the Judys, okay, the who's who of Atlanta. So these don't sound like the type of people that's just calling out of work willy-nilly, but I don't know, because that could be a generalization as well. So I'm wondering, is she speaking from her own experience, or is she speaking about experiences that she hears about? So let's get into what Buffie Purselle had to say. Now, of course, as I try to tell you guys this all the time, but I do have to provide commentary as I am playing these clips because they do exist in other spaces, and I need to be respectful of the platform that I'm on and how they mandate for me to talk about commentary and provide reaction. Okay. So let's take a listen to what ex-cast member from Married to Medicine has to say about this. And this is Buffie Purselle. I know a lot of you guys may remember her from Married to Medicine, and a lot of you guys may follow her for her financial advice. So let's take a listen to what she had to say.
I bet she didn't tell Candy and the rest of them people you don't need to be called off work during their pregnancy if they came in there with some damn problems. But the ones who ain't got a coin to pay you in cash, they need to prove without a shadow of a doubt that they're in fact in pain. And you a black doctor saying this fucking shit.
So it goes back to what I was saying earlier about this idea that, you know, is it the everyday woman that is not being believed because what? I mean, she's not a celebrity. I mean, I listen. I can't say what Dr. Jackie sees on a day-to-day basis. So I don't know. But what I can say is that it does seem to come in stark contrast to what she was talking about on the show. However, I'm a man. So this conversation may be a bit more nuanced than even I can comprehend. And I want to be respectful of that. But at the same time, I see some valid points being made here. So I do wonder what Jackie will have to say in response to this. Now, Buffy, you guys may recall, she does. I think that we have to lay all the cards on the table. Buffy and Jackie have never had the best relationship because on the show, Dr. Jackie revealed some personal details about Buffy health-wise. Even though she was not Buffy's doctor, it was still unappreciated because of the way I believe it was portrayed in the episode, with Dr. Jackie basically calling Buffy infertile in front of a large crowd. And it just didn't play very well for Dr. Jackie that season because she also seemed rather cold in her responses and her apologies. And you could tell throughout the season that Buffy seemed very shaken up by it. So I'm not surprised that Buffy is calling it out. Okay. And that's also what she does. She calls out stuff on social media. She talks about what the hot topics, things that are going on, in addition to financial wellness. So she also details a story about, you know, something happening with an aunt of hers that was pregnant and experiencing pain, and the doctors not believing her, and then her losing her aunt in the process, even though the baby was still born. So she has an example that she is actually referencing here in this video clip. And I will let you guys head on over to Buffy's TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube page so you guys can hear the majority of that story. Shout out to the Reality Rundown for giving us this much, but I kind of want to take it down to near the end.
She wasn't really in pain. Stupid shit like the elder OBGYN just said kills people. It really does. It also puts this burden on Black women that we can't be human, that we have to be sharp as iron and strong as steel all the time, even while bringing life into this world. And that's just not fair.
Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'd be interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Be sure to also pick up Buffie Purcelle's book, Crawl Before You Ball, on Amazon as well. All right. With that being said, that's the tea that we got for y'all today. I would have gotten on here earlier, but I had a couple of things I had to deal with today. Administratively, life was lifing today, as you guys can see. But we still managed to get some time in to talk, you know, about some things that we needed to discuss today. With that being said, I will catch you all in the next